Hi, it's George Rinaldi here in Hampton, Virginia again, and excuse me for the way I sound. I have a rather nasty bug that sidelined me this weekend, but I just want to touch on a couple of things about the hurricane season. I've been hearing a lot of people say, oh, the season's going to be a dud, there's not going to be that many storms, and the forecasts were way off, and blah, blah, blah. Well, the original forecast made by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, better known as NOAA, and Dr. Gray over at Colorado State University were just a little high. And the reason why they toned it down just a little bit, I think each one of them lowered their estimate by maybe one hurricane, is because the sea surface temperatures were not quite as high as they were expected to be. They're just a little cooler, but for the most part, they're still at or above normal across the basin. Also, today is August the 11th, and we normally don't really start getting busy in the Atlantic basin until between the 16th and the 25th maybe, and some of the models are starting to show something spinning up in the Gulf of Mexico in the coming week, and we'll need to be keeping an eye on that. And plus, it's starting to get a little bit more active off the west coast of Africa right now. I'm still expecting 15 to 16 named storms. I was going to lower my numbers, and no, I decided not to. I'm going to leave them as they were. I'm not making any changes. I think we're going to get busy. I think we're going to get busy real soon. I am not going to speculate, however, on any possible U.S. landfall threat until we have a storm. There are some forecasters out there that, and I'm not going to mention any names, if you associate with me, you know who I'm talking about, that like to pinpoint areas along the coast that they think are going to be at a higher risk for tropical cyclone landfalls. Everybody's at risk, all the way from Brownsville, Texas, all the way up to New Brunswick and the Canadian Maritime provinces, and down in Mexico and the Caribbean too. Everybody's at risk this year. There's a chance that anybody that gets affected by tropical cyclones will see one this year, and there's still a chance that there could be a major storm this year. And right now we're seeing the Eastern Pacific kind of wind down a little bit. When that happens, when you see the Eastern Pacific start to slow up, that usually means the Atlantic's getting ready to come to life. I am seeing signs out there right now. I've just finished looking at the satellite and some of the charts that is getting ready to happen. Shear's dropping, and the Saharan air layer, otherwise known as the SAL, which is it's hot, dry air, dusty air that gets blown off the coast of Africa. And because it's so dry and dusty, it suppresses convection. Without convection, you can't get a tropical cyclone. That the Saharan air layer, it's dispersing. It is mixing out, and I think probably within the next week we're going to have really good conditions out there for tropical cyclone formation. And I seriously need to get to bed. I do thank you for watching, and enjoy what's left of your weekend.